last day of my life, what I want to do, what I am about to do today. And whenever the answer has been no for too many days in a row, I know I need to change something. Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life. Because almost everything, all external expectations, all pride, all fear of embarrassment or failure, these things just fall away in the face of death, leaving only what is truly important. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart. About a year ago, I was diagnosed with cancer. I had a scan at 7:30 in the morning, and it clearly showed a tumor on my pancreas. I didn't even know what a pancreas was. The doctors told me this was almost certainly a type of cancer that is incurable, and that I should expect to live no longer than 3 to 6 months. My doctor advised me to go home and get my affairs in order, which is doctor's code for prepare to die. It means to try and tell your kids everything. You thought you'd have the next 10 years to tell them in just a few months. It means to make sure everything is buttoned up so that it will be as easy as possible for your family. It means to say your goodbyes. It means to say your goodbyes.
Everybody wants to be happy in life. Everybody wants to be successful. Everyone over here wants to be married to Mr. Perfect and Mrs. Perfect. All of us want to enjoy the natural and the materialistic pleasures which Earth has to offer us. Good evening, Cavaliers, parents and guests. Today, my topic is not on Steve Jobs, but it is on what he spoke. Whenever we think about a good life, many of us have different definitions of what it is. Some people may think of a good life of 3 meals a day and a roof over their head. But some people think a good life is a huge mansion and $1 million to spend every day. But my friends, in every definition of a good life, there is something same. There is something similar, and that is a good, stress-free life. In one of my favorite books by M. Scott Peck, titled The Road Less Traveled, it is mentioned on the first page, on the first line, life is difficult. Come on, whenever we go to a book fair or even a bookstore and we're about to buy a book and we look, it's very motivational and reassuring book. No one of us would want to, even touch it. Oh, it's so boring. Who's interested to buy a motivational book? But my friends, in that book, it is mentioned, once we truly accept and understand and believe that life is difficult, from that day, life is no longer difficult. Many of us, have done so much effort pleading our parents to buy, and whenever we grow up, we beg, come on, Dad, please buy me something, and then, but that one day which will come when you have to earn your money and buy. Life is difficult. Your job may not be the best job you wanted. Your boss may not be the nicest person you thought he would be. And most of all, when it comes to salary and recognition, there are no comments in it. Life is difficult. Your home may not be the ideal home you want to be. Your kids may not be the ones you want them to be. And when it comes to your spouse and husband, well, no comments in that. Life is difficult. Whenever we start a business, there are so many loans, so many problems, so much payment, so much money comes up. And nowadays, so many people suicide because of all these cases. Well, I can keep on giving examples, but there's only one bottom line. Life is difficult. Well, if there's a bottom line, there has to be an upper line. You can make life better. This is one of the most beautiful things about life, that you can make it better. Accepting that life is hard, and then taking the responsibility to make it better, and having the power to make it better is one good thing which everyone can do. As the cliche says, when life hands you lemon, make lemonade. Same thing applies to Steve Jobs. For him it happened, when life hands you apple, make apple juice. But it's not so easy to make apple juice. He didn't use a mixer or grinder, but he used his own hands to crush the apple and get the apple juice out. And when he did so, the pain and the effort, that is a point which we should note. That pain and effort which he took to get the apple juice out, that is the hard part. You can make life better. Become a better employee. Show your boss, I can do everything on time. I have the courage. And if your companions, colleagues or clients are not the best people you want them to be, show them. Just ignore them and try to work with them and understand them, or just chuck them. Just leave them away. This way promotion and money and everything will follow your way. And when it comes to home, try to teach your kids, or you should become the ideal kids you want them to be. And businesses, in business there's one thing which every person needs, and that's experience. Gain experience, learn new things, and face all the challenges you ever thought you have never foreseen. You control your own self. Let me give you an example of marriage for an instance. When it comes to marriage, I am not saying that you should turn your husband or spouse into an ideal husband or spouse. I say that you should become the ideal husband or spouse you want them to be. This way, you can maintain better relations. No matter where you are, you have a choice. No matter you're standing at the door of death, you have a choice. No matter you're standing at a suicide point, my friends, you have a choice. And this choice is not easy. This choice leaves you into a way full of thorns, and my friends, it will take you out from a comfort zone. Right now we live in Dubai, full of peace, full of pleasures, but no, soon you will be facing the problems. You will come to those stories which your parents used to tell you. I used to go early in the morning in Bombay trains, in local trains at 4 o'clock, and I hardly used to earn 20,000 rupees a day. That will come to you. And in the end, I would like to say, it's your life. It's your final say. Everything which happens in your life depends on you. This way, you can make your life more purposeful and more meaningful. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.